Hello again, everybody. This is Rocket Rick J18 coming to you from the launching pad with a very special card today. I've been looking at these for probably a year and a half, and I just keep hoping that I'll find one that is affordable, and I think I finally found one. It's This card is raw, but it presents very well. It has a little tear up in one corner, not near the face, um, but it's otherwise a really, I think, very attractive card. And so, anyway, it is a Goudey premium of an R303, 1939. So at this time, Joe DiMaggio was in his beginning his fourth year, and the Yankees won the World Series all four of the first 4 years of Joe's career. Then he had some injuries, and he missed some playing time. That was a theme that would be repeated really throughout his career. Interruptions that he had for injuries. He held out 1 year. He missed 3 full seasons to the World War II when he served in the Army. Anyway, I'm gonna show the cards now, and we'll talk about the. I also have a book that I wanted to tell you about, and that's about Joe DiMaggio, and a lot of it, better than half the book, is post playing days career, which lasted a long time. He was 37, I think, when he retired at the end of 1951. He had in his 12 years, 13 years, whatever it was, he had won 9 world championships, or his teams that he played on, 9 world championships and 1 additional American League pennant. So just a great career. And so let's take a look at this one card in a little greater detail. Okay, and here we go. So this is the black and white version of the R303-B. It's a little larger, and it's black and white. The 303-B came in either a brown sepia tone or black and white. And the 303As were a little smaller and were all sepia tone. So that's what, and these cards are really just spectacular. There's an R313. There are two R314s. There is an R311 with Tony Lazzari and Frank Crosetti, along with Joe DiMaggio. There's the R312, Joe DiMaggio, 1936 pastel. All of them just, really great cards. He had, one 38 Goudey card. He just didn't have a lot of cards. He had no Topps cards, no Bowman cards. He does have two Burt Ross cards. He has a 1949 Leaf card. He has the Blue Tint 1948 MP and Company also. So he's got some cards, and he had one. He's got the book, and it's just a terrific adjunct to some of his playing days cards. In any case, I am just thrilled to have this one. It's just such a great card, and he looks so youthful and really at the peak of his game. He was, kind of a quiet guy. Didn't talk a lot in the clubhouse. Not a real rah-rah guy, but he expected everybody to play their hardest and their best. And so his 56 game hitting streak took place in 1941. And his, at bats against Ted Williams, just absolutely remarkable. Ted Williams won the Triple Crown twice. Joe DiMaggio won 2 MVPs. Ted Williams won a couple of MVPs, quite a few batting titles. Joe DiMaggio won a couple batting titles especially early in his career. I mean, and he has one of the most remarkable statistics for a power hitter, and that is he struck out only 369 times in his entire career, and he hit 361 home runs. So just a remarkable career. And anyway, I'm gonna make another video about the book that I'm currently reading, a biography of Joe DiMaggio. It's written by a man who really was a lawyer and took care of Joe's assigning baseballs, bats, other memorabilia. It just made a lot of money for Joe DiMaggio. And I think that this lawyer did a really great job representing Joe uh, late in his career after he and of course everybody knows about his marriage to Marilyn Monroe, which didn't last very long in some respects, but in other respects it lasted to the end of her life because anytime she was ever in any difficulty or any trouble, she always called Joe, and he always came, including the last time. And so when she died in 1962, he immediately took charge of the funeral, made all the arrangements, saw to it that she had the kind of funeral that she would have wanted had she been able to do that. And he, I think he truly loved her, and even despite all of the infidelities and so forth. But anyway, uh, uh, one of the great cards I think that you can see of Joe is him in his Oakland A's uniform. So just even more than 20 years after his career ended, he was still highly sought after. And wherever he went, everybody wanted to be near Joe. So that's my 1939 R303 uh, black and white version. And let me just back up and say that really thrilled to own this. It just is a great card. So anyway, I keep saying the same things over and over again. The back of the card is really pretty interesting as well. Unlike most of these type of cards, they're um, you know blank backs, but this one has on the back of it how to catch flies, and I don't mean the kind that buzz around, but how to catch fly balls. And Joe is an outstanding outfielder. He always looked uh, like his idea was to uh, run as gracefully as he could to the ball and to arrive in time to, to catch it. Um, he made everything look easy. He always played as hard as he could, but still made it look effortless. He just was such a gifted ball player in every facet of the game. And so, he is now number 5 on the all-time Yankee list of home run hitters as a Yankee. And he's just ahead of Yogi Berra and just behind Aaron Judge. And of course, they're all behind Babe Ruth, Mickey Mantle, and Lou Gehrig. So that's where Joe DiMaggio fits in the pantheon of Yankee greats. Ruth, Gehrig, DiMaggio, Mantle, and maybe Aaron Judge. Um, you know, of course, the only 3,000 hit player in pinstripes was Derek Jeter. Other players like Ichiro, um, Dave Winfield, had 3,000 hits, but not as a Yankee. Not as a Yankee. Jeter is the only one as a Yankee. Mantle had 2,700 and some. Ruth had about 2,800, I think. Gehrig had less than 3,000. So none of the other Yankee greats quite got to that lofty total. So Derek Jeter has to be mentioned in there as one of the all-time Yankee greats. I know it's fashionable to say that he wasn't that good. Maybe he's the weakest of the. Maybe if you had to list five Yankee greats, maybe the fifth one might be Yogi Berra. But Derek's in the hunt anyway. So that's my story about this card. I will say one other thing. I might have alluded to this, and I mentioned it not because of the fact that of what I paid for it, but I paid probably less than half of what the going rate for this card would be in an SGC or PSA 1. These cards are very difficult to find in high grade. A 5 is an exceptionally high grade for one of these cards. They're literally paper thin. They're this maybe not even this. This might be thicker than than the paper stock of this. It's very thin. So anyway, that's what I have to show you today. I hope if you have a chance to think about getting one of these cards. As I say, this is my third one of the Goudey premiums. I have the one with Joe and manager Joe McCarthy, and then I have the R312 Pastel. So I'm still lacking one of the other R314s, the 313, R313, and the R311 combo card with Tony Lazzari and Frank Crosetti and Joe DiMaggio. So that's what I have to show you. And this is Rocket Rick J. 8. Rocket Rick J18, wishing that all your collecting dreams come true.